welcome to everybody here. We got a small, intimate group of people. We can be casual. This is giving you a taste. This is the Q&A setup. So let's pretend it's Sunday Q&A. You guys had a lecture Friday night. Now we all show up. I have a nice tall cup of coffee here. I'm good for a couple hours. I answer questions on the topics of autonomy. And occasionally during the course, if people ask about books and stuff like that, I'll break out the book cam. We'll get into some references, but I like to service the needs of anyone who went to a lecture and had questions from that lecture or watched the replay before they came to Q&A. And then also the rule is I'll take any question on any part of the course at any time in the course because you are your own boss. So not everyone is expected to go through the course real time, as it were. You guys have access to live lectures. You'll have access to the replays. You'll have access when you graduate to all the prior seasons. So you can really consume it at your own pace. For some people, it's not fast enough. Good for you. For many people, it's plenty overwhelming. It's like trying to drink from not a fire hose. It's trying to drink from a tsunami with a straw. It's really, it's more than you're going to get quenched for sure. But it's really your second or third or fourth iteration of climbing the mountain that you really get to work on yourself at next levels. So usually going through the first season for people, they'll have a couple things they need to work on that are the primary things. If they change this or improve this, it would make a drastic change in their life. And over 12 weeks with the curriculum, the exercises, and the other people you're going to work out with, that's very easy for most people. And if you don't quit on yourself, if you've learned that lesson not to quit on yourself, you'll be fine. Hopefully, if you haven't learned that lesson, you learn it during these 12 weeks, because as a coach, as a mentor, as a teacher, we all understand that when you have learned not to quit on yourself, that's when we can be confident that you'll be successful. That's the real key. So it's not talent. It's not genetics. It's not who you knew growing up, or maybe if you have that, but if you haven't had that, it's really about showing up for yourself consistently, packaging a few principles, methods, strategies, tactics into yourself through integration exercises where you actually use the skills. That's the easiest way to learn stuff. Hear about it, use it, try, fail, succeed. Now you own that skill for the rest of your life. Once you learn how to do that in season one, you come back in season two, stack some other skills, some other experiences, some other opportunities onto your menu. Most people are making decisions in life not knowing how big their menu of options really is. They have a very blinders on view because that's how society wants it. It's easy to control you when you think you only have 3 options for your future. And there's a lot of people out there who are struggling with what is happiness? What is the meaning and substance of life? Well, these things are rites of passage that usually transitioned between adolescents and adults in the past. You would have to go out into the world, do something really hard, scary. You'd have to overcome your fear. You'd have to demonstrate courage and fortitude and discipline. Otherwise, you wouldn't survive and come back to the tribe. They took those things out of our society. So as much as you're here to learn critical thinking, creative problem solving, listening skills, interview skills, how to talk to other people, sales skills, marketing skills, business skills, executive skills, you're also here to learn about yourself and the environment in which you inhabit. And when you balance those two things out, remove the contradictions, you're going to find substance, meaning, happiness, friendships, love, all these things that people think they can get through means of not doing work on themselves or blaming somebody else for their problems. That's not going to work either.